Hey, what's going on guys? SkyfuryDX here and welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video. So we are days away now from entering phase 2 of Global's 6-year anniversary, and this video is basically just going to be when is it going to happen, how long is it going to go for, what's going to be coming with it, when's part 3 coming, and so forth. So the way that we can familiarise ourselves with what's going on is by jumping over on the Dokkan Wiki, which is where we're at now, and we can just have a look and see the whole Japanese celebration. So we'll start from the top, we'll go over like everything that we've already been, we'll just go through this. Okay, so first up, right, we've got all of this stuff right here. Okay, this is the Goku that we got from initial login, obviously the summons that we got last week. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We are up to here at the moment in terms of the celebration. Now, the celebration does go for a bit longer. There's a part 2 and a part 3, and then after part 3 we're going into the Goten and Trunks. So in place of this Goten and Trunks, Global should be looking at having STR Videl as opposed to having this Goten and Trunks. Anyway, we're going to head back up here. This is all of the next stuff that's coming. We're getting new stages of this event, new stages of the Orochi event, we're getting EZA in Goku's EZA, or UI. We're getting more stages of the God event, and we're getting the Infinite Dragon Ball history. And then we're getting all of these guys' awakenings as well. Okay, so we've got Roshi is awakening into an LR, we've got the Tien and Roshi awakening into a TUR, we've got the Krillin and 18 awakening into a TUR, we've got the SSR of this physical UI Goku who's awakening into a TUR, and then basically in the third stage of the celebration, these guys, these 4 all here, all EZA. And then of course we've got UI Goku's EZA too. On top of that, we have also got these legendary summons. Okay, so we've got the Golden Frieza and 17, aka the representatives of Universe 7 card. Please nobody summon on these banners, big waste. After that we've got part 3, and part 3 we're getting, as we said, we're getting all of those EZAs, a couple new God events, we're getting the chain battle, we're also getting Goku and Frieza's EZA, and that just about does it for the 6-year anniversary. So let's go back up and we'll start off from where we were at, and here is what we've got now. So basically the first question is, when does part 2 start? And we can figure that out quite easily. If we look over here, we can see that AGL UI Goku released on the Japanese version on the 30th of January. Following UI Goku, we've got the Roshi card. Now, Roshi was released on the Japanese version on the 9th of Feb. So we go into our calendar over here, and we go to January, and we've got UI Goku was released here, and then Roshi was released on the 9th. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days out. Okay, so then we go back and we take a look at Roshi in here. So we go back and have a look at UI Goku. We've got the 9th of July, he was released on Global. So we come in here and 10 days, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so he is coming on Monday for me. Probably going to be Monday for all of y'all as well, but I mean, I'm in Australia, so keep that in mind. I'm like a good sort of, 12 hours ahead of the US. So basically, long story short, by my calculations, we should be getting part 2 of the celebration on the 19th. So anyway, we dig deeper and we can see what's going to happen during part 2 of the celebration. I'm going to go over all of these units here. Basically not really too much to go over in terms of Roshi and Tien, Krillin and 18, or UI Goku. So I'm just briefly going to go over them because they're not done yet. I'll go in way more into depth when their EZA comes, but basically what happens when these guys awaken into a TUR from an SSR is they get an extra link. So we can see, for example, on this Tien and Roshi right here, this is the SSR, and their links are Experienced Fighters, Brainiacs, Tough as Nails, Cold Judgment, Solid Support, and Tournament of Power. After they awaken, they actually gain Shattering the Limit. So you don't actually want to start leveling up these guys' links until they've awakened. So basically what I can recommend for all players is to, I mean, you shouldn't have used these guys yet. You, like, this guy, these guys, this guy, well, you can't use this guy at the moment anyway. You can use this guy, but you definitely shouldn't be sort of leveling up any of these units' links at the moment, because they get one extra link when they awaken. So basically only another couple of days away before that, so I will I'll close off out of all of these. Brings us to Inui Goku. Now this guy you can actually start using straight away during part 2. Okay, he gets his EZA and is just absolutely phenomenal. Let's go take a quick look at what he does. His Realm of Gods type, Ki +3, HP attack and defense 160%, which is a phenomenal leader skill. Especially this UI Goku here is without a doubt the best unit that you can have to lead a Realm of Gods team if you want to be like predominantly like a Saiyan orientated Realm of Gods team. This is your man for that. His super attack is the Unpolished Instinct Extreme, which raises attack and defense and causes immense damage to the enemy. That's very good, so stacking attack and defense. His passive skill, Secret Sensation, attack and defense 150%, and awakens when HP is 50% or below. So we're going to go check out what happens when he awakens. Okay, he gets super attack, Supreme Kamehameha, also raises attack and defense, continues to stack. Fantastic. His passive skill, Accelerating Battle Spirit, Ki +3, attack 200%, defense 100%. He's got a great chance of evading enemies' attacks, which is a 70% chance to dodge, the exact same as AGL UI Goku. He disables enemies' guard, so it doesn't really matter if he's going to be fighting a physical opponent, he's still going to do crazy good damage on them. And he evades enemies' attacks, including super attacks, the turn that he comes out. Okay, so when you transform with him, you are not taking damage with him. He's like, 100% chance to dodge. Absolutely fantastic. This guy right here, I mean, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this guy and using him. I mean, I heard really good things about the Blue Evolution Vegeta and the AGL UI Goku, but, until you actually have them in your hands yourself, you're using them and you can really sort of see what they're doing and just how good they are. Like, you don't really get an appreciation for how good a unit is. So when this guy gets his EZA, he is going to be absolutely top notch. The other thing about this guy as well is this dude right here has been on countless banners, So everybody should really have this guy, if not rainbowed, at least with like a dupe or two in him. I don't think that's really so much to ask, especially because the banners that this guy has been on are like really sort of big time banners that people should be like conserving and saving their Dragon Stones to invest in that banner. So I would say that a lot of people have got this dude right here. Okay, so after this one right here, we're moving on into the legendary summon units. So I can go over these as well in a little bit more depth because they're also coming in part 2. And what I can say is this guy right here is I'm really not going to be summoning for these guys at all, and I don't think that anybody else should be either. As far as my rainbow tickets go, I'm sort of like on the fence whether or not I want to put them into this banner, or maybe I'll put them into the UI Goku banner and possibly, pull myself like another copy of UI Goku, get him to like 90% or something like that over even getting these guys, because really, like, I don't know if I would ever even use this guy, like, to be honest. You know, you want to look at this guy's teams, and he's in the Universal Survival Saga and Representatives of Universe 7, which are highly, highly competitive teams, and they're already chock-a-block full of, like, the best units in the game. So this guy just does not measure up to the quality of those units. So you would not run him whatsoever on these teams. Battle of Wits is probably a team that's going to be full of like Vegito units, and this guy doesn't really have much of a place on that team. Joined Forces, he leads Joined Forces as well, so you could probably use this guy on Joined Forces. However, like, how often is anybody running Joined Forces? I mean, I know that I am never ever running Joined Forces. Who's the Joined Forces leaders at the moment? It's just this guy and Kale and Caulifla. Oh, and these guys as well. Yeah, so, like, honestly, like, you're not running Joined Forces. I mean, come on. So, like, in light of that, like, if you want to see what he does, I mean, go on to the Dokkan Wiki, read what he does. If not, like, wait another few days and he'll be in-game. You can check him out there. So we'll cross off out of him and we'll go into the Reps of Universe 7 card. This one right here, you're going to get a bit more value out of this one than what you are that Golden Freezer in 17. This guy, this is really nice. He's raising the allies' defense by 30% for one turn. The bad thing about this though, given like how 17 works, is he's not really like a slot 1 unit. You know, you've got a lot of like a lot better defensive units on the Reps of Universe 7 team rather than this guy. This guy really, like, you know, you want to be running this guy as a floating support, if anything. And the fact that, like, you're not getting this until after you've super attacked, so, you know, like, if he's attacking last and like everybody's already been hit who is attacking before him, then that's kind of like useless, really. I mean, like, the chance of performing a crit per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained is very nice for Reps of Universe 7 units, but, like, honestly, like, what I think about this unit, it's a very, very good unit, and if I got him, I would definitely use him and I would run him on my Reps of Universe 7 team regardless. But, I mean, at the moment, I just don't really see too much of a need for it. The Reps of Universe 7 team's, like, so powerful. We got that Physical Android 17. Probably this guy would be a lot better if Physical Android 17 got an EZA during this celebration. You really want to be running Android 7, Physical Android 17 with, like, both of the summonable LRs that come from this banner. So I think it was a bit of a miss giving this guy an EZA over, like, Blue Vegeta and Android 17. I think, like, they would have been way more impactful to the game than the Inui Goku. Like, you've got so many Inui Goku signs, alright? So you've got, like, the STR one, you've got the physical one who got an EZA as well, then you've got, obviously, that one that we're talking about. Like, there's so many. Okay, so after that we've got Frieza's EZA. So Goku and Frieza, and they EZA'd on the 22nd of Feb. So we go and take a look at Roshi again. He is EZAing as well on the 22nd of Feb. Alright, so that is approximately 13 days after the start of Part 2. So we want to go, and if we're anticipating that Part 2 is going to be on Global on, like, the 19th here, we go 13 days later, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, the 1st of July. So these guys here, like Phase 3, or like Part 3 of the 6-year anniversary, my tip would be that that is going to be coming on the 1st of July, and then that will probably stay around for a little while. Like, if we go into this one right here, we've got Kefla, who was the first unit who released after the 5-year celebration. She actually came out on Global on the 11th of August. So if we get our Part 3 starting on the 1st of August, then we can expect our next Dokkan Fest exclusive like a week and a half after that. Alright, so basically what we've got, we're here now. We've got Part 2 on the 19th, and then we've got Part 3 dropping on the 1st. We'll probably get the Legendary Summon banner like around either the 22nd or the 23rd, I would think. And as I said, Part 3 on the 1st, and then the next Dokkan Fest exclusive on like the 11th. Something like that. That's what I'll be expecting. And then it's going to be like a pretty short month, and then we're going to move straight on into the download celebration. Okay, like nobody should be summoning on Videl. I think that's going to be a huge L if you're going to be summoning on Videl, especially because, I mean, the download celebration is coming. The best unit in the game for like so long, which was SDI Goku and Vegeta, were released in last year's download celebration. So I think that whatever's coming with this download celebration, it's probably going to be a little bit more hype than STR Videl, just saying. But you guys spend your stones how you want to spend your stones. I'm going to spend my stones on how I want to spend my stones, and I'm going to be pulling the fire and having fun pulling on the banners that are giving your boy here the most value, rather than shitty STR Videl. So guys, this was today's video. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.